I really don't want to share this one. This is maybe possibly a regret as well. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to share with you my 5 least used bags and whether or not I regret buying these bags. These videos often make you look at your collection and make you think, why do you have so many bags, Amelia? Why are they all the same colour, Amelia? Why are there so many bags that you haven't used in about a year? Sometimes these videos are good things, sometimes not so much. I was tagged to do this video by my good friend here on YouTube, Gwenny from Style by Gwenny. I normally love and adore Gwenny, but when she makes me face these harsh realities, maybe not so much. I'm going to tag Gwenny down below so as you can go and check her channel out. She's fabulous, and I will also see if I can find out from Gwenny's video who created this tag and tag them down below as well and share the misery with you all. Number 1, least used bags, and I can't believe I'm putting this up on the screen because I freaking love this bag. This has got to be one of my favourite bags in this room. I love her. I come and talk to her. I come and look at the beautiful colours. She is stunning. She's not for sale before I get the messages. I love her. But she is currently one of my least used bags, and it's all down to that fuchsia petite malle over there. Since that bag came along, I have used that bag to death. I have used that bag probably already more than I probably thought I would ever use that bag. I got it pre-loved. There is a little bit of damage on it. I don't care. I've used her out in the evening. I've used her crossbody. I just freaking love her. And since she came along, this little beauty just hasn't had the same use. I haven't used this bag this year at all. I hear it. She's one of my favourites. Don't listen. This one pains me. I definitely don't regret her. I love this bag. She was very hard to find. There was very few of this combination of this bag released. She's an absolute stunner. One of my favourites in this collection, but currently one of my least used. Next, and this is in my least used quite a bit, and this hurts me. This hurts me deep because this was one of my favourite bags for such a long time. When I had a lot less bags than I have now, this was one of the first leather crossbody bags that came along that I just loved and had to buy and pay the added money because the leather bags are obviously more expensive than Louis Vuitton's canvas. I had this bag long before I had any Chanel bags. Maybe I had the boy, but generally before I had any crossbody Chanel bags. And I fell in love with the limited edition black and white monogram. I bought this bag in Palma when I was on holiday with friends. When I seen it, when I tried it on, I've told this story. I walked about the store, I was preening. I just kept looking at myself in the mirror with this bag. When I first got this bag, I used her so much. There's a little bit of colour transfer somewhere. She is the Vernet leather from Louis Vuitton, which is the patent. She's obviously very light. There's fingerprints on her. She has been used and loved, but she has been one of my least used for quite a while now. I just don't use her anywhere close to how much I used to use this bag. I still think she's beautiful. I still think the features of the black and white monogram are stunning, but quite consistently one of my least used bags. I don't regret her. I definitely don't regret this one. Definitely not. But least used. I'm going to go now to another one that I don't regret, and it's this. This is one of my least used bags. This is also one of my favourite bags. I like to look at things and I need to work on that, but the colours of this bag just call me. She has this beautiful turquoise aquamarine type colour, the coral colour, the pink. There are chains that run through this bag. There's the coral leather, the aged hardware. She's just absolute stunning, but she's very much a summer bag for me. So this is one of the bags that I've chosen to share today as least used. I'm looking around the room. There's others that I could also say are least used at the minute because we're only coming into summer. And some of the bags I very rarely use during the winter. You can see the metallic mini reissue down here is another one that doesn't get used much through the winter. I haven't included over there is the yellow saddle bag. That's pretty new and was bought for summer, so I haven't included that one. I've went for this one. Also the rose gold Chanel mini, again during the winter doesn't get used that much unless there's an event, but this is the one I'm going to share to show, and it's really those summer bags that were only coming into that season. This one, I just think these colours need a warm sunny day. They just put me in the mind of a sunny day, and Probably for where we live and the climate we live in, I probably have too many bright sunny day bags because I love bright colours and so many of my bags fit that probably a few of them don't get as much use as they would if I lived in a sunnier climate. When I go on holiday, I'm like, how many bags can I bring? Because I can take them all out and play in the sun. Oh, I need that villa in the sun. But this is at the minute one of my least used, but it's really seasonal. And definitely don't regret this bag because she's stunningly beautiful. I have 6. It's meant to be 5, but I'm sharing 6. When I look at this bag in the viewfinder on the camera, I think she's stunning. I think the colour is stunning. I wonder why I don't use her more. But she's definitely one of the bags that I am drawn to use least. And, oh, this one hurts. This bag, I got my SA who's now left Chanel to track this down. She was hard to get as well. I wanted this combination. I have the big strap with it. Nothing else would do. I wanted this Gabrielle bag. And now I don't really use this Gabrielle bag. I think I have used this bag maybe twice the whole time I've had her. She's in fabulous condition. She's practically in brand new condition because she's not really used that much. I do think, as I say, when I look at her here and I see that shot, I think she's stunning. I think she's a beautiful bag. I just don't reach for her and I don't really know why. I know that I have the burgundy saddlebag and I do use that probably more than this. So that's maybe one of the reasons this doesn't get used that much. She's quite heavy when you put the strap on. Even without the strap and the chains, she can be quite heavy. It still wouldn't justify how little I use her. I don't know why. Do I regret this bag? Ugh. When I look at her there, I want to say no. But if I'm being completely honest, maybe because I use her so little and she is a Chanel bag. And I think any Chanel bag bought from the boutique at the price Chanel bags are, if I have any of them that I'm going to use so little, I kind of have to think of they a regret because there's so much money to be sitting on the shelf. I don't know what it is. Again, I'm looking at her. I just don't use this bag very much and I'm not drawn to use her that much and definitely one of my least used and possibly a regret as well. I really don't want to share this one. This is maybe possibly a regret as well. This is another bag that I've never used and oh, I really don't want to, but I know. I bought this bag quite a while ago now. I had this bag for quite a while before I gifted it to myself for my birthday. So she'd been here, not used for quite a while before I even unboxed her and went to use her. And confession time, if I'm completely honest, since I unboxed this bag with you for my birthday last year, I've still never used this bag. This bag's never been used. And when I was pulling the bags out to do this video, I tried this on with what I'm wearing today. And every time I try this bag on, I think, why do you not use that bag? Why is she one of your least used bags? She's absolutely stunning. I love this big tacky chain. I think it's absolutely fabulous. I love it. It gives me all the vibes. Still never ever used, and I don't know if it's because I have so many bright bags. I have so many brightly coloured bags as we just talked about. This one is bigger than a mini though, so this one holds more than a mini. She's got a beautiful navy interior. This one would be more usable than a lot of my bags because of what she holds. The crossbody strap is a great length. This crossbody strap has a leather insert into it, so you're not even dealing with the chain poking into your shoulder and the weight of the chain. She's a little CC on the back here. I don't know. I look at her again and think she's absolutely beautiful and think she's stunning. Try her on, think she's stunning. Wonder why I don't use her. But never used, so not even one of my least used. Never used since bought and unboxed. And do I regret her? I don't want to because I think she's beautiful and I just love this chain. So I really don't want to regret her, but I haven't used her. And again, when you're paying Chanel prices for bags that you've never used and are sitting on shelves, there has to be something about that that's a regret because it's so much money. And maybe this is one of those bags that with this chain that I loved so much and loved the look at and maybe needed to have that conversation about you can love the look of that bag but not buy it, not bring it home. I don't know. Never used. Hurts me to say it. Maybe a regret. Definitely least used. I'm sorry. And number 6, because we're cheating. This bag again has never been used, never ever ever used, but zero regrets on this bag. I love this bag as a piece of art. This is a petite mal with the grey and white embroidery. It's from the 1854 collection. This is like jacquard embroidery, light pink leather around the details, rose gold hardware, which is very rare on petite mals and Louis Vuitton. It's rare in Louis Vuitton at all. I don't regret this bag at all because I love her. This is one of those bags that I am content to have in my collection as a collector's piece. Her straps in there. And that's unusual for me. As much as I collect bags and love bags and have a collection and have collector tendencies, I like to collect bags that I'm going to wear and use. I don't like to have bags normally on my shelf that I don't use because I feel a bit guilty about them and I look at the money and I think, oh, you don't really need to have bags that you're not using. So normally, if it's not used at all, like the ones we were just talking about, that's something that I'm not overly comfortable with. This is the exception. This bag, I love this bag and I will keep this bag if I never use this bag to have it in my collection. This is one of those few true collector pieces that I have and I'm content to live with the fact it's a collector's piece and it's not being used and she's just beautifully stunning. She's going nowhere. Zero regrets, but never ever used. Those are my 6 least used bags at the moment. There could be more, but again, they're seasonal. So I've put one in to represent basically all of the summer bags. There's ones that are starting to get used now and we were on holiday, but definitely haven't really come into their own just yet. Oh, these videos, they really do make you think and reflect on what's in here and what you've spent and what you don't use, and it can be a little bit harsh sometimes on yourself, but they're good to have. Certainly bags that are not being used at all and least used at this prices are difficult. So thank you, Gwenny, for giving me that period of inner reflection. Thank you for bringing it to the fore and making me address it. It's been very useful and very helpful, and I mean that with love. If you have a channel, I would love to know what are your least used bags at the moment and if you regret them. I always think that's interesting because I have bags that I don't really use but I don't regret. So I think it's interesting to know which ones you actually regret buying. So I would love to hear from Deb at Wildunfiltered. I would love to hear from Dayle at Dayle's Addiction. I would love to hear from Nick at Living Life Loud with Nick Snell. And I'm sure some of you might have been tagged already, but please let us know what your 5 least used are and if you regret them. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for being here. If you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen. If you've enjoyed this one in any way, if you have laughed or even been entertained by my inner torment, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. Please do consider subscribing. Thank you so much for being here and I will see you again in the next one.